class, my name is Destiny Johnson, and today I will be presenting my individual proposal for Business Communications, Professor Carey. Today, first we will talk about the company history of L Brands. Next, we will talk about their business problem, and then we will talk about different alternatives and solutions the company can do to fix this problem. After that, I will go over the problem that I think will suit the company best, and last, we will talk about the timeline that will be used to implement this solution. So first, L Brands company history. L Brands was formerly known as The Limited Incorporated. It was founded by Leslie Wexner in 1963 when he opened his first store in Columbus, Ohio. By 1976, the company opened its 100th store. In 1980, the first express store was opened in Chicago, Illinois. Later on, in 1982, L Brands purchased Victoria's Secret for just $1 million, and this included 6 stores in their catalog. In time, The Limited opened many stores, created and acquired new brands, which included Henry Bendel, Express for Men, Limited 2, Abercrombie & Fitch, Lane Bryant, Bath & Body Works, and so much more. In 2002, The Limited Incorporated changed their name to L Brands, and then in 2004, the company introduced their spin-off brand from Victoria's Secret, Pink. Pink is a brand that is targeted at the younger customers of L Brands from ages 13 to 25. In 2007, Licenza was bought, and it is a Canadian intimate apparel retailer. L Brands eventually sold all their companies excluding Victoria's Secret, Pink, Bath & Body Works, Licenza, and Henry Bendel. Now let's talk about their business problems. Of course, all businesses must deal with the fact that there's going to be competition. But this is where L Brands' biggest problems are currently coming from. And it is primarily from their biggest brands, Victoria's Secret and Pink. Victoria's Secret is the world's largest #1 retailer. Although they are still currently in the lead, if they do not do anything about the competition now, it will set them back and they will lose their title as #1. Their newest competitors are Carey by American Eagle and Adore Me, which is a new subscription box company. Carey is mainly a problem for Pink. Carey is a threat to the company because they advertise their lingerie with people who look like others we see every day. Their models aren't completely glammed up, they have mild edits, and they don't have extreme skinny bodies as those that we see in the Victoria's Secret and Pink ads. The next big competitor to Victoria's Secret is Adore Me. As I said, it is a subscription box company that sells lingerie. For a fair price, customers can receive new matching sets of undergarments every month shipped to their door. This company is a threat because it offers more convenience than Victoria's Secret does at almost the same price, if not less. In addition to being convenient, Adore Me also has a plus-size brand. They sell plus-size lingerie, and Victoria's Secret's biggest size that they sell is extra large. Women often despise Victoria's Secret and Pink because they feel that they discriminate against the plus-size bodies. For example, in 2014, Victoria's Secret received backlash from an advertisement advertising one of their newest bras, and the backlash was because the slogan for the new collection was called The Perfect Body. A lot of people didn't like the way that the perfect body behind the ad was those skinny Victoria's Secret angels where you see their rib cages and everything was flat, they didn't have hips, they had the thigh gap, and that's not the average body that we see every day. The company changed their slogan to A Body for Everybody. Now let's move on to the business alternatives. The first alternative, which is easy to do and anybody can do, is do nothing. But this problem won't fix the company's problems. And it's not that the problem will work now, but in the future it's not going to work because their competitors are eventually going to take away their customers, their loyal customers, and they won't be able to acquire new customers trying to compete with the other brands. The next alternative could be that Victoria's Secret and L Brands can offer plus-size apparel. They can either branch off a new brand that sells just plus size, or they can add plus size to the brands that they already have. Another alternative is changing their marketing style. They can use more than just their perfect Victoria's Secret angel. They can use more average size models. They can use petite. They can use tall and big. All different types that they can do to make people want to buy there and feel more like they fit in. Next, they can also offer free shipping. Like Adore Me, they offer the subscription box to go directly to their door. And although that L Brands does offer online shopping, there is a shipping fee for when you purchase online. Now this part is a little tricky. If you go into a Victoria's Secret store and show the cashier what you want to buy, they will go ahead and put that into the cart online and waive the shipping fee for you. But you have to go to the store to do that, which isn't convenient at all. The store should go ahead and automatically have a free standard shipping for all purchases. The last alternative should be to determine what the customers truly want. Do their customers want them to offer a plus size brand? Do they want them to change the marketing style so everybody can fit in? Do they want free shipping? What do the customers want? And they can do this by doing surveys. And there's numerous ways that they can do the survey. Now let's move on to what I think is the best choice. The best choice, I believe, is the last one I stated, was determine what the customers truly want. Like I listed before, these are the different options they can choose. They can ask them if they want to add the plus size, to change the advertising, offer free shipping, or even all of the above. There's so much that they can do to find out what it is that the customers want. So now let's move on to the timeline of implementing this. During week 1, I decided to track this back to as if I did not know the business problem as part of the timeline. So during week 1, the company will have to decide what the problem is. And then they have to decide, is this problem worth fixing? Of course it is, because they're going to be losing customers to their competitors. So then the next step would be to begin to plan to fix the issue. And this was all part of week 1. Now in week 2, this is where the company goes over their different alternatives and the different options. In this case, we had 5 different alternatives, and we decided to go with alternative 5. To decide how to pull customers away from their competitors, we figured that was the best choice. Now let's go on to week 3. This is where they decide the final rules and decisions for the survey. This should answer questions: who should be allowed to vote? Should it only be the Victoria's Secret members, the card holders, all customers, anybody, those who don't even shop there yet? Should anybody be allowed to vote in the survey? Should the survey be a poll on the websites, on the company's website, on social media, sent through existing customer emails? There's so many ways that they can do this poll. Should they be allowed to vote as many times as they want per day? Once per day? Only once and that's it? How should they be allowed to vote? When will these polls open? When will they close? How long will they be open? How long will people have to vote? Things of that should be answered during week 3. Now during week 4, the company will decide how they're going to advertise the survey and get people to vote. Then within the same week, they will post the survey after deciding how they're advertising it. During weeks 5 through 8, people are voting, and L Brands continue to promote the survey. During week 9, the survey ended, and the scores are then tallied. The company chooses what to do with the customers' votes. During week 11, L Brand implements what the customers have chosen in order to rid the competition. They watch closely as the plan goes through to see if it worked, to see if they're gaining customers back, if they still have their loyal customers, if they're receiving new customers, and things like that. During week 12, L Brand releases emails to customers for feedback to find out if their customers like the new things that are going on within the company. L Brands then does another poll to ensure that they are meeting the customers' wants and needs. In the end, L Brands is still ahead of the competitors, and they are still number one. Today, we have talked about first, the company history of L Brands. The problems for the company. Alternatives to fix their problems, the choice that I thought was best, and last, the timeline for the company in order to implement their choice. This concludes my presentation. Here are my references. And if there are any questions, please feel free to send me an email through my Blackboard. Thank you.